He jammed a stun baton in my 9-year-old son's thigh. Ethan hit the pavement, eyes bulging in terror, body seizing uncontrollably, while that HOA thug just loomed over him with a twisted grin. 20 seconds later, I charged like a freight train, crushed his nose with my fist, and pounded his head against the concrete until he gasped for mercy. What sort of twisted suburb allows this nightmare? Buckle Yuppie about to dive deep into the hell we endured. It all kicked off on a crisp autumn morning in 2023, right here in the sleepy Oak Ridge subdivision outside Seattle. The aroma of fresh brewed coffee filled our cozy kitchen as dawn's light filtered through the blinds. I leaned against the counter, mug in hand, glancing at the clock edging towards 7:30 a.m., waiting for that familiar squeak of tires on the driveway. Ethan, all lanky limbs and unshakable grit at just 9, had nailed biking solo a few weeks back. That day, he begged to pedal alone to the school bus pickup 3 blocks over. "I got this, Dad," he declared, chest out, backpack jiggling as he bolted. Our neighborhood felt like a fortress, broad paths, crawling traffic, manicured yards. Safe as houses, or so I thought. But then I spotted it, his helmet, abandoned on the table like a forgotten promise. My stomach nodded, but I brushed it off. Short ride, I rationalized. He'll stick to the sidewalk. No biggie, yet a gnawing unease clawed at me, like the world was whispering warnings. Keys in hand, I decided to cruise over, maybe rib him about the slip-up. Little did I know, lurking ahead was a bully in a fluorescent jacket, armed with a homemade badge and zero humanity, ready to scar my boy for life. In mere minutes, I'd transform into a force I never knew existed. When your kid's writhing in agony on cold asphalt, words fail, only raw fury takes over. Ethan coasted along the leaf-strewn path, wind ruffling his hair, the cool sun kissing his shoulders. Oblivious to the missing helmet, he was laser-focused on beating me to the stop, proving his independence. As he neared the shelter, a hulking figure weighted neon vest, shades, arms folded like a sentinel. Ethan barely registered him at first, assuming just another commuter. But the stare drilled in, unyielding. "Stop right there," the man snarled. Ethan's pulse raced. He braked hard. Blocking the way, the guy sneered, "No helmet? That a breach of Oak Ridge Association Rule 15B. Kids must gear up on community paths." I left at home," Ethan mumbled, staring at his shoes. "Sorry, mister." "Sorry?" The grin turned feral. "Think you can flout regs like a delinquent? Time for a lesson." He yanked out a buzzing black rod, arcs of electricity dancing at the tips. Ethan's blood ran cold. Backpedaling, bike wobbling, he tried to flee, but the prongs stabbed his leg. Voltage ripped through him like fire, muscles locking in a brutal spasm. He crumpled, convulsing, silent scream frozen on his face, tears streaming. The man Victor Hale, self-anointed HOA enforcer, towered smugly. "Rules are rules, brat. No gear, no grace." A neighbor's curtain twitched, a walker paused, gawking. Ethan's shoe flew off, bike toppled, homework scattering like confetti. And Victor? He just smirked wider. I rounded the bend in my truck and spotted the chaos. Ethan's blue bike skewed in the grass, while spinning, a lone sneaker with green laces. Then my boy, limbs jerking wildly, face twisted in mute horror. Above him, Victor clutched the sparking baton, casual as if he'd swatted a fly. Rage exploded white-hot, blinding. Door flung open, I sprinted, boots thundering. "What the fuck did you do to my kid?" Victor pivoted, baton raised, but I bulldozed him, shoulder slamming ribs. We crashed down, the weapons skittered away. Pinning him, I unleashed, fists hammered his face, nose shattering in a spray of blood. He flailed. I yanked his collar, cracking his skull on pavement once, twice, horizontal crimson smeared the ground. Witnesses yelled, phones filmed, sirens wailed distant. But all I heard was Ethan's gasps. All I saw was his tiny form broken by this monster. Cops swarmed, one dashed to Ethan, radioing medics. The other eyed me warily. "Hands up," bloodied, I rasped. "I'm his dad." That bastard zapped him for a helmet. The officer inspected the baton. This is illegal voltage, not cop gear. Victor whimpered. He attacked me. Zip it, the cop barked. Paramedics stabilized Ethan Burns, blistering his leg, eyes glazed. I rode with him, vowing silently, this ends now. As we peeled away, a polished white sedan screeched up, Oak Ridge decals gleaming. Out stepped Brenda Lockwood, HOA queen-tailored suit, designer shades, notepad poised like a scepter. She surveyed the scene with disdain, heels clicking toward the mess. "Why is my patrolman cuffed?" she demanded, sweetly venomous. "Your goon tossed a child," the cop retorted. "Witnesses confirm." Brenda's lip curled. The boy violated helmet policy. Victor enforced standards. I thrust my phone forward, video blaring. The jab, the seizure, the cruelty. "You call this enforcement? You arm psychos to hunt kids." She bristled. "Exaggeration. We'll handle internally." The cop interjected. "This is criminal. You're in the crosshairs if you knew." Brenda fled to her lawyers, but the clip exploded online, millions viewed, outrage boiling. News crews descended. A whistleblower leaked docs. Youth compliance program files tagging kids like Ethan as repeat offenders. Targeted. Hunted. The board meeting erupted. Residents stormed in, tales of harassment pouring out. Chants of dissolve it drowned Brenda's denials. Subpoenas flew. The DA probed abuse, weapons, child endangerment. Victor rotted in jail, pleading not guilty to a chorus of jeers. Brenda crumbled on the stand, emails damning her approvals. The association's patrols dissolved. Lawsuits stripped assets. Brenda vanished, empire in ruins. Weeks later, Ethan and I repainted his bike a fiery orange, burying the scars. He pedaled free again, grin returning. We'd reclaimed peace not through vengeance, but unyielding stand. But here's the gut punch. Was my beatdown justified or vigilante excess? Would you unleash hell on someone harming your kid, even if it means blood on your hands? Or should justice always wait for badges? Drop your raw, take below. Did I go too far? Smash like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life battles that expose the rot. Your voice could spark the next reckoning.